Why do we have some of our best ideas in the shower? Because it's the only time in the day where we're not distracted by anything, especially not our phones. My phone has changed me, slowly, over time, into someone I didn't want to become at a younger age. I got my first phone when I turned 19 and was never a huge fan of social media apps. I had an on and off relationship with Instagram, but YouTube, my God, there's been days where I would look at my screen time usage and see a big fat sort of 4 hours plus spent watching YouTube, which would usually be followed by an overwhelming feeling of guilt. This has continued to happen throughout time until recently when I decided to remove the app from my tablet, which is what I usually watch YouTube on. And in doing so, it's made me realize just how dependent I've become on consuming digital media as a means to get through the day. I remember when I was much younger, when I got bored, I would be wondering about whether that secret spot me and my friends found would have had any new developments, whether the story I read would have the ending I had anticipated, or whether how I'd be able to sort of bring to life a fictional scene in my head using Lego bricks or something. But now, whenever I'm bored, I almost instinctively reach for my phone or tablet to open YouTube to see if my favorite content creators have posted anything new, or whether there's been an update between sort of TV personalities. And while there's nothing inherently wrong with the consumption of media as a means to kill time or relax, I feel like for me, watching YouTube and consuming content has overstepped the healthy boundary between relaxation and addiction, which seriously scares me. When I take a step back and reflect on what I've been consuming throughout the day, it's clear as day that most of what I watch doesn't really provide any particular form of value to me or my life. It honestly just feels like I'm feeding my brain junk food. It may feel amazing and fun in the moment, but those feelings are fleeting and very quickly get converted into feelings of sluggishness and bitterness, especially when, the people you're watching has something that you think you want, be it sort of lifestyle or material. And I'm aware there's countless studies on how social media is ruining our brains, and sort of short form content is defining this new generation of zombies with zero attention span. But to be actually plugged into all of that and to the digital world for hours on end honestly just feels like feeding countless needles into both my brain and my eyes. It's also just dulled my ability to enjoy anything, really. Like, movies don't seem as entertaining as they used to. Food doesn't taste as good as it is without a video in the background, which is honestly very messed up. I really don't think, at least I should be consuming content while I eat. I don't think it's using our time well by hitting two birds with one stone. We're more just using the content consumption as an escape from the food and the people we're eating with. But that's just how it is for some people. I still think it's very sad the more you think about it and realize what you're kind of doing to yourself. But yeah, I had wanted to create something and share for the longest time through YouTube. That was my original intention with the app. But after coming to terms with how I've wrongly kind of used the app, I feel like I'm very slowly turning my head around on the right path. For the past few days, I've been reading more, writing a lot more, and I've even made a song myself, which I'm quite excited to share with close friends and family. And well, I still get that itch sometimes to open my phone quite regularly, actually, and just use any excuse to stare at it. I'm feeling a little bit better every day when I'm away from it and doing a little more in line with what I had envisioned for myself.